Okay, guys, this is problem 48. If you notice, there's already in red, I put the conversions already on the board for what the conversions from like inches to centimeters is, so that can help us with the problems. So 48 A, B, C, D, E, and F. So let's get started on this. I'm going to use the factor label method to go from one to another, from inches to millimeters. So what I'm going to do is take a look. I'm going to write there in green, so it's different from the red. Notice we're going from inches, there we go, inches to millimeters, but my conversion is in centimeters. So what I can do is change, I can change, this is deci, centi, milli, and I can go from centi to milli by going one place to the right with my decimal, which means I go one place to the right there to get 25.4 millimeters now equals 1 inch. And that's going to help us for our problem. There we go. So I start off with factor label of writing my problem with units over 1 and then multiply by, and now I've got to change the 1 inch equals 25.4 millimeters. I've got to change that into a fraction, and it's either going to be 1 inch on top and 25.4 millimeters, or the other way around, 25.4 millimeters over 1 inch. Okay, so which one fits? If the inch is on the top for my problem, that means I need 1 inch on the bottom and 25.4 millimeters on top. And then I multiply these two across the top. 0.105 times 25.4 equals 2.667, and that will be in millimeters. Notice I start off with 1, 2, 3, 3 significant figures, so I round this one off to 2.67 millimeters, and there's my answer. Okay, I should have given myself more room. I'm going to move these conversions down so I have more room here. So I'm going to move that down to there, just like that. I'm going to move this one down to here. Okay, now I can do all my work over on this side. So, for letter B, we're going from 0.870 quarts to milliliters. I have milliliters and I have quarts. So I start off with my problem like this. 870 quarts is on top, which means that I want to put 1 quart on the bottom, and that equals 946.1 milliliters. Okay, I multiply going across the top. 0.870 times 946.1, and that equals this number here, 823.107. This will be milliliters, since quarts and quarts cancel. I have 1, 2, 3 significant figures there and 4 there, so I go with 3. 3 significant figures means 1, 2, 3, and if that's 5 or higher, I round up, but it's not. So 823 milliliters is my answer. Good. Nice and easy. This one is a little bit more complicated. I'm going from micrometers per second to kilometers per hour. Notice I have a micrometers and kilometers. That means I'm going to do a prefix to prefix conversion. Okay, prefix to prefix conversion will look like this. There's my ones place with meters, liters, and grams. Like that. I got kilo here. I got deci, centi, milli, and micro there. So I'm going to go from micro to kilo, which means I'm going to move the decimal place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places to the left. 9 places to the left. Okay, we'll do that part at the end. So 8.75 micrometers over seconds times. Now, notice that for my conversion, I have 1 hour equals 3,600 seconds. The 3,600 seconds goes on top and 1 hour on the bottom, so that seconds and seconds are canceled. Okay, that will give me a number of 8.75 times 3,600 equals 31,500, and that will be micrometers per hour. Now I'm going to convert the 9 places to the left just like I did up here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that means that I need 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 3, 1, 5, and that's going to be kilometers per hour, like that. Good. Let's keep going. Question letter D is yards, cubic yards to cubic meters. 1 meter equals that number of yards. So if we're working in volumes but you have a cube, I would do it like this: 4.733 cubic yards on top over 1, and then we're going to use our conversion of 1 meter on top and 1.0936 yards on the bottom, and then we're going to cube the bottom and the top of that conversion. So 1 cubed, meters cubed, 1.0936 cubed, and yards cubed. Okay, I'm going to divide 4.733 divided by whatever this number is. So let's find out what that number is. So 1.0936 cubed is 1.3079, like that. So that means I'm going to divide 4.733 divided by 1.3079. I know that's a lot of numbers. And what I get then from this is 3.61877. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers to start with. Down here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers to start with. So I keep it at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and check to see if that's 5 or higher, which means 3.619 cubic meters as my answer. Good. How about, here's another one, just like letter C, 3.99 over, and then I put the pounds on the bottom instead of over 1. And then I'm going to change that to pounds to kilograms. And if pounds is on the bottom, then I need to put pounds on top, which is 2.205, there we go, pounds on top, and 1 kilogram on the bottom. And now I'm just multiplying as I go through. These cancel. 3.99 times 2.205 is 8.79795. That would be dollars per kilogram. Let's round off to 1, 2, 3 places. 1, 2, 3 places, that's 5 or higher. That looks like it bumps up to 8.80 dollars per kilogram. Last one in the home stretch. Again, we have a ratio. 8.75 pounds on top over cubic feet on the bottom. Okay, I switched this one to cubic centimeters and the grams per cubic centimeter. This is a density. Notice I have 453.6 grams equals 1 pound and 1 inch. I need some more room here, hang on. There we go. 1 inch equals 2.54 cubic centimeters. So we're going to do a couple of things here. I start off like this. Let's do pounds to grams first because I think that will be easier. If 1 pound is on top, if pounds is on top, I need 1 pound on the bottom, like that. And that puts my 453.6 grams right there. Now for the tough part, that gets rid of pounds. Now we have to deal with the cubic feet. So here's what I know. I know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. And if I cube everything here, what's 12 cubed? 12 cubed is 1,728. That's my new number I'm going to use. And then if I go from cubic feet to cubic inches, I can go from cubic inches, 1 inch over 2.54 centimeters, and I cube that, and I cube that, and that, and that. What is 2.54 cubed? 2.54 cubed is 16.387. And now I use my new numbers to find out what I end up with. So 8.75 times 453.6 equals, divided by 1728 divided by 16.387 equals. I start off with 3 significant figures, so that's what we're going to round off to. I get a number of 0.14016, and I round off 1, 2, 3 places. Is that 5 or higher? It is not, so that can go away. And my answer then is 0.140 grams per cubic centimeter. And that's it for problem 48.